Let's just take a look at how things stand then going into the final match of the season. For Manchester City, it's all about Aston Villa. If they beat them, then they are champions no matter what Liverpool do against Wolves. However, if City fail to beat Villa and Liverpool beat Wolves, then it will be Liverpool who will claim the Premier League title. Let's welcome in show a French contingent today. Julien Laurent is with us, as is Frank Leboeuf. Far from their best performance, Liverpool, Craig, but job done considering the changes. No, can ask for much more.
And Jurgen Klopp, not for the first time in his tenure in England, was not happy with the scheduling of the fixture on Tuesday. And I can see why, but now that the job's done, it gives him extra time for the fixture on Sunday. Look, Liverpool, one of Liverpool's Achilles' heels was the squad depth. They've fixed that problem very well. I mean, almost a player for every position. Not quite, but almost. And when you look at that front line, it's still more than decent. You look at the midfield, a couple of youngsters with a guy hugely experienced, and then two excellent centre-backs. Tsimikas has been terrific, replacing Robertson, and Joe Gomez is a very adaptable player that can play across the back four. It was just about getting the job done, and I think early on the frustration would have been the decision that didn't go their way.
Right.
Now, over the course of a season, you know, it's not because let's keep the title race going, they should have got that decision. It was a free kick, and Martin Atkinson missed it, but what the hell are they doing at Stockley Park? Right. PGMOL, what are they doing? Mike Riley and his crew. If they can't see this, this is amateur hour. This could have been a title decider, and you don't know that's a free kick on a replay at Stockley Park. You should be doing your job. But that's indicative of the type of decisions we've seen, certainly in the Premier League and other leagues this year. However, this team have got stomach. They've got guts. Yeah. And to pull this out, to take it to the final day, I think it's brilliant with the team that they put out. It was more than good enough to win the game because Southampton have been poor recently. But a brilliant result keeps it honest.
Both teams in this title race, Frank, have shown what they're all about, really, haven't they? City 2-0 down against West Ham, come back to get the draw. Liverpool going behind today after just winning the FA Cup, come from behind to get the victory.
Yes, they both showed character to the world and showed that they deserve to be in the last straight line, as we say, and fight for the title. They've been good. They've been consistent. Even the B team of Liverpool did the job, and I love the commitment of any players, especially Minamino, sorry, who barely played in the Premier League. Every time he plays in the FA Cup or League Cup, he scored goals. Today again, he played in the Premier League, scored goals. I mean, I'm very impressed with all the commitment of all the players. And for City, it's the same. They know what they're worth. And what they have to do to make sure they're going to be successful and to do the job. They never let anybody down. They work hard to make sure they're gonna play until the last second to make sure that they're going to get something out of it. And for Liverpool, I think Jurgen Klopp knows that he won't get the Premier League title. That it will be an accident from Manchester City, and there is no big chances to get it. I think he's preparing his final, his Champions League final. Resting some players, because we saw against Chelsea that some players were tired after an hour. So he's preparing for me the Champions League final.
Right. Tell me this, Craig. The narrative, the rhetoric, the media are going to spin this, aren't they? Going into Sunday's game, Steven Gerrard is going to go and win it for Liverpool, as he couldn't do when he was a player. Coutinho, of course, still loved by Liverpool fans.
That was I was going to. That's what.
Does it actually?
It was in my mind that.
Like it will be basically.
I was going to
be extra motivated.
Well, I know because.
Is that a real thing?
No, it's nonsense. I was going to blow that out of the water. I was actually going to take us to that. So. Thank you for doing that. You read my mind, which is slightly worrying from your perspective.
It's too long, mate.
But listen,
9 years. It's been a long time.
I've seen the Etihad, as you know, that game when Aguero scored when I was there. I've seen the tension. I've seen what it can do to teams. I've seen that feeling from a crowd when news is coming through from another ground, what's happening, and it's not going your way. And that was against QPR, who were a lot poorer than Aston Villa. Look, Aston Villa gave Liverpool... No, to fight that narrative, Why then did he not have Aston Villa lie down against Liverpool at Villa Park a few days ago or a week ago? If it's so important for him till Liverpool wins the league. It's not going to happen. You can't make players try a bit harder because of your history with the club.
Right.
It just doesn't work. Yeah, on the inside, Steven Gerrard might be hoping that his former club wins the league. But he wants his team to finish the season well. He's still probably looking at one or two players. He can't go in the dressing room and say, listen, lads, you've only been given 95% for me. Why don't you give me an extra 5 because this is very important? It just doesn't happen like that. However, he'll set his team up to win. He's got Ollie Watkins who'll run in behind when City play a high line. They gave, as I say, they gave Liverpool a real game. It was a physical game. They created chances. They could have dropped points. I hope we're not going to spin the Gerrard narrative every day now between now and the end of the week. Because every day I'm on, I'm going to blow it out of the water. It's just nonsense.
It fascinates me, though, because obviously it's coming from people who haven't played the game at the level that you have, and, of course, as Frank has as well. Frank, is it nonsense?
It is complete nonsense, and it's insulting Steven Gerrard's professionalism for me. He's going to do the job. It's like Frank Lampard against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago when they had to play against Chelsea for different situation. But still, Steven Gerrard will say to his player, you do what you have to do, give 100%. You're wearing a shirt. The fans going to be there. They want you to be proud. They want you to be proud of the shirt you're wearing. You're going to give 100%. And don't worry, if you have to beat Liverpool, and if Liverpool is beaten and Man City is beaten, and Liverpool doesn't win the Premier League, I don't care, because today they're not my team.
Jules, you've written articles already spinning this narrative. I've read many of them already.
No, not yet, but that's not so much my role for the website. So anyway, I'll let Mark Ogden write all that nonsense. But I agree with the boys. I mean, maybe it can be an extra incentive, you know, for Gerrard to say, you know, look, we can help Liverpool there. If we beat City, then obviously, yeah, but it's not going to change the way he approaches that game at all. He knows that if the West Ham game showed the template in a way, which we know before, it's nothing new, on how to cause problem to this City team, and especially the defence that decimated right now, and it's going to be the same on Saturday. So watch the West Ham game and then see if you can approach it the same way and use some of the things that they used, again, and that other teams have also used before. But this is Manchester City against Aston Villa. It's not Manchester City against Steven Gerrard hoping that something might happen and help Liverpool winning the title.
Managers don't want to, like players, well, managers more than players don't want the season to end badly.
Right.
And the message I think he'll be sending to his players is, look, we can finish this. If we go out here today away from home and get a good result against the champions, then that's a feather in our cap. And what I saw against Liverpool suggests to me that they're going to be competitive. They're quite happy to press. They've got a physical presence. As I mentioned in Watkins, they've got people that are running behind. They've got plenty of energy in the middle of the park. It's just whether they can defend their box against this City attack and their play and how they mix it up. But yeah, that'll be Gerrard's approach. It just so happens that we have a former Liverpool legend taking a team to Manchester City. But I have to say, I'm intrigued now how this City team respond.
Right.
As good as they are, the pressure has been ratcheted up, and trust me, the fans will be letting them know, particularly after 15, 20 minutes, if it's not going their way. That's when we're going to find out again about this team.
What percentage chance do you give Liverpool?
I'm probably 70-30 City at the moment, because I think they'll get a result against Villa. But the longer it goes, the more nervy it's going to get, and there's a chance. There is a chance.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.